discuss how to get started, identifying your PDU, a quick setup guide, and our user manual. At the end of the presentation, we will have time for Q&A, and we will share additional information on how to contact a technical specialist and what's included with your PDU. Of course, you will have the unit in the packaging, and make sure that if you notice in the image, you will see phone protectors around the unit. And this makes sure that any movements or falls during shipping don't affect the unit. Next, you will see a small packet included in the packaging, and this is a wire for grounding. We know that at most data centers, they will have their own grounding setup. However, we like to include these in the packaging just in case. Finally, you will see a couple of documentation items. One of them is our instructions. Here you will have the steps to install the unit and also when needing to replace the unit. And the second documentation is a test report that will have confirmation that the unit was tested before shipping, and it will include things like the date it was tested and any results from that test. Please make sure to keep these documents in a safe place. Don't toss them away because you may need them in the future shooting guidance with you. The next thing is to know how to identify your PDU. If any of you have already worked with our technical support team, you may be familiar with these. The easiest way to remember where it's at is by looking on the side of the PDU unit. You will see a silver label or sticker, and it will include details and other configuration or information. As a best practice, we suggest that you create a folder and take pictures of these labels in your units or individual unit and add it to the folder so that shooting items with us, it's easier for you to send these to us and we can find all the specs for it. One of the things that you will find is the part number. And part numbers may vary by the type of unit that you have. In this example, we have one that says EA. This information is important because it tells us things like, is the unit, what type of cabinet it works with, how many outlets it has, the type of plug it uses, if it has a display and what type, the color of the unit, etc. The next thing that you will want to notice in this label is the serial number, which is going to look like an SN followed by a number. This number is assigned to the unit. Details. And the test details are also going to be available in the documentation in the packaging. If you're not sure what type of unit you have, you can go to our website. You can click on the products tab. Then under you click on eConnect Power Distribution Units. This will take you to our variety of eConnect PDUs, and you can see more details about their part numbers and what they mean. The next thing to do is getting ready to install the PDU. Here and follow the instructions manual for the specific unit you have. In this example, we're showing a vertical PDU from our eConnect series. The first thing you'll want to do is mount the PDU to the rack or cabinet. Make sure that the rating of the PDU matches that of the branch circuit it's plugged into. Also make sure the PDU is connected to the correct branch circuit that supports the input voltage / amperage and the total power capacity of the PDU. This is a very important step to avoid damage to the unit. Next, you will go ahead and test the unit with a multimeter to ensure proper outlet voltage before plugging in any equipment. The PDU power should be off before plugging in any equipment, and once it is plugged in, turn on the equipment in a sequential order to avoid current surge to the PDU. Now, if you have any of our monitored or switched PDUs, you will have additional steps to follow, which are also included in the instructions manual. These steps can be done from the controller module where the display is, and you will go to the setup menu screen using the up-down buttons where you can set up the network and add the appropriate network configuration. Save any selected configurations, and once completed, you can proceed to access the web GUI for the PDU using the credentials provided in the instructions manual. And you're all set. So what comes next? Depending on what type of unit you have, there may be other configurations you'll need to set up. In that case, you can check our user manual, and this will be available on the website. So if you go to that products tab again, you will see the eConnect series link, and you'll find the variety of units in the eConnect series. If you click on any, it will take you to that specific type of unit. And on the far left, it will give you the data sheet information and also access to our user manual. When you click on this, it will open a new tab and it will show the user manual. The easiest way to navigate our user manual is to go through all of the topics and titles in it. And something that's very convenient is that once you know what you need, let's say you needed the installation guide or checklist, you can click on that and it will. Also, a best practice is to bookmark the user manual, and that way you'll have easy access when you need it.